Here's a book, Coyote's Wild Home. It's written by Lily and Barbara Kingsolver. Barbara Kingsolver's one of my favorite authors, but this is her first children's book and written with her daughter. And the illustrations are really beautiful. Look at the beautiful paintings of the coyotes by Paul Mirocha. And look at even the inside. If you're ever out hiking and you see footprints in the dirt or on the trail, I think that's really interesting. I see people's footprints and I see deer footprints, different kinds of footprints. Okay, Coyote's Wild Home. This looks like a tunnel of leaves, Diana says, or a doorway. That's what it is, her grandpa says. A doorway to the woods. Diana has been through the doors of her apartment building, the subway, and even museums, but never a doorway to a forest. I can't wait to see what's here. How will we know where to put up our tent? There's a special place for camping. We're sharing these woods with a lot of other creatures. We want to make sure our home for tonight does not disturb theirs. What do you mean, a lot? Are they friendly? They might wonder the same about us, Grandpa says. They've got no business with you and me. They just want to stay safe. We're visitors here, but this place is their whole world. Look there. Grandpa points to a red cardinal bursts from the leaves as a red cardinal bursts from the leaves and flies away. Diana follows Grandpa on the trail with her eyes open a little wider. Wow. Look, there's the cardinal flying away. And they're walking into the woods. Do you go on hikes with your moms and dads, or your mom or your dad or other friends? Do you go on hikes? Coyote Pup has never been this far from his den. So many new scents tickle his nose. He feels confused enough to chase his tail. Look. There's a Coyote Pup. He's left his den. Ooh, and look at that picture. I think there's a deer. Auntie strides ahead, helping Coyote Pup feel brave. He watches her put her nose to the ground, then high in the air. He does the same, noticing musky mushroom smells close to the dirt and tingly animal scents in the air. Those make him hungry. Auntie's head moves swiftly, following the different scents. She spends all summer helping Coyote Pup's parents teach their children how to hunt. Ooh. Now on the next page, we're going back to Grandpa and Diana, and they're setting up their camp in the woods. If we're sharing the woods with other creatures, where are they? Diana asks. See those tracks? Animals are good at hiding, but we can see who's walked through here from the signs they leave. I spy a skunk and a weasel. What about this one? Okay. It looks like a bird. A big bird. Why, you're good at this, Grandpa said. That's a wild turkey. What about these tracks that look like two toes? They're everywhere. Deer, says Grandpa. You're right. There are way too many in some places. Like those rabbits that made you mad when they got into Grandma's garden. Grandpa laughs. Yeah, lots of those deer and rabbits. There's a lot more than there used to be. So, if you look close on the ground, Diana's pointing out turkey tracks. And there's a deer track. Do you see the deer tracks? They look like two toes. Yip, yip, yip. Auntie Yellow yips and squeals. Coyote Pup knows she's being friendly. Her low growl means danger, run and hide. He wants to be a good hunter, so he perks up his ears and trying to learn. When Auntie throws her head back and howls, oh! He almost tumbles over. That never sounded so loud from inside the den. From far away, other coyotes howl back. We're over here, their cries announce. Oh, hunting here today. So Auntie is letting the other coyotes know that she and Coyote Pup are hunting in that area. So they know that there's where they are, letting the other coyotes know. Auntie scents deer just out of sight. She barks to stop Coyote Pup from running after them. Large prey will have to wait until he is older and can hunt with his whole family working together. Today she'll show him how coyotes use their many hunting tools. Patience, camouflage, sharp teeth, quick legs. She steers him toward a vole hiding in the grass and waits and then pounces. High above them, a hawk watches. He has his eye on the vole. He's had his eye on the vole all morning. He's waited patiently, but he missed his chance. Okay, so there they are. They're hiding in the grass, and they're sneaking up on this little mole. It's a vole, V-O-L-E, vole. It's like a little mouse. Can you see it? Yeah, the hawk. Oh, I see the hawk. The hawk is really tiny up here in the tree. I don't know if you can see the hawk. Can you see that hawk? I'll bring it in close. He's up in the tree. He's been waiting patiently to try to catch that vole, but I think Auntie's going to get it instead. Okay. On their hike to the river, Grandpa explains the laws about fishing, what kinds of fish they're allowed to catch and how many. I want to catch 100 fish with my pole. The pole, says Diana. You couldn't eat that many. It wouldn't be fair to the fish, Grandpa says. And what if somebody else that did that here yesterday? There'd be none left for us. That's right. The balance of nature includes everything alive, even us. We need to take what we need and no more. Predators make sure there aren't too many prey animals, but if they overdo it, the prey will disappear. So every animal is a predator or prey. So every animal is predator or prey, Diana asked. Yes, sometimes both. Are we predators? Grandpa chuckles. Do you want dinner? Let's try our luck. Okay, so here he's explaining, Diana has a new fishing pole, but he's explaining that there are rules and you can only catch so many fish. Otherwise, there wouldn't be fish for the other people that came to fish. There's regulations, fishing regulations. Auntie and Coyote Pup watch the scent of humans, and the fur on Coyote Pup's back stands up. This smell is new and scary. They creep close enough to watch the two-legged creatures. One is smaller. Coyote Pup wonders if it's a pup too. Auntie guides him back into the woods. That's always the safest place. Their forest keeps shrinking though. Near their den, new pastures a new pasture was cleared. Where trees once stood, the changing land feels strange to Auntie, with so many humans in it. Soon she and her pack will have no choice but to hunt in these new places and learn their dangers. Coyote Pup is too young for such risks. Today they will keep to the wilds. So here we have, do you see? There's Auntie and Coyote Pup, and there's Diana and her grandpa. They're fishing. It's important that we have wild lands for our animals, so that we have these wonderful places. Wild places are very important. And you can go hiking and enjoy nature. But it's sad if we build houses and make pastures and turn all the woodlands into places for people. We need to save some of those places for the wonderful wildlife. Diana waits for a nibble on her line, but waiting is hard. She decides to come exploring instead. "What's this?" she asks. "Scat," says Grandpa, "also known as animal poop." "Yuck, yuck," says Diana. He laughs. "Reading scat is like reading tracks. We can see where an animal has been and what it's had for dinner. That's raccoon scat, and those shiny things in it are fish scales. What does that tell us?" "That it went fishing just like us. A raccoon is a predator too." Grandpa smiles. "You're catching on." Okay, so are you ready to see some raccoon poop? All right, there, okay. We're getting a close-up look at some. She's like poking it with a stick. She's not going to touch it with her fingers, right? She got bored. Grandpa's still fishing, but Diana had to go exploring. And look what she finds. Have you ever seen animal poop in the woods? Maybe, maybe. Coyote Pup smells food, alive and very close. The scent of a meal makes his nose quiver. He burrows into the grass, pounces and misses. He forgot about waiting. As the mouse scurries away, he howls sadly. Auntie yips her encouragement and walks on. Coyote Pup sniffs something else, sweet and tangy and very near. Humming insects tell him it's ripe fruit. He can't catch a warm animal meal, but he's happy to eat fruit. And nuts and even grasshoppers and beetles. These blackberries will fill his stomach, and they're easy to catch. So here's Coyote Pup, but he's not patient, because guess who gets away? Who runs away? And look at the berries, but he gets to eat the berries. Yum. I love big wild berries. Diana feels a tug on her line. She reels and pulls in. Nothing. "I'm the worst fisher in the world," she howls. "Catching dinner takes practice," Grandpa says. "The animals have to work even harder. We're lucky. We don't go hungry. Even if we can't catch anything, Grandma packed us a can of stew we can heat up over the fire." "Hey, I spy dessert," yells Diana. "See over there? I remember those from last summer at the farm." Grandpa smiles. "I remember you and blackberries. You two made good friends." So, oh, poor Diana. She pulls in, and guess what all she has? Is some seaweed. She's sad. Is her face sad? But look, then she sees the berries. I bet that makes her happy. So just like Coyote Pup, Diana can go pick the berries. From the top of the mountain, Auntie howls. "Oh, Coyote Pup tries out his own small home. Oh, oh. He shivers to feel the wind tousle his fur. He lifts his nose to the moving air and smells mushrooms, ripe berries, and traces of mice. Auntie's nose finds many more scents. Acorns under their feet, buried by the squirrels, and a raccoon nest in a tree. Even the deer that passed this way yesterday has left their scent. She sings one last song in the dusk, sending a message to her sister back in the den. They moved to this mountain last winter after their forest home was cut down to build houses. They're still learning what they can find in this new forest to feed their family in every season. Look, the sun is going down. There's a sunset in the mountains. Do you live near mountains? The sunset can be so pretty. I live near mountains. It's beautiful. And sometimes I hear coyotes howling. I do. We have coyotes around here. I've even seen them come through our yard. Diana and Grandpa listen to the coyotes sing in the dark. That's a wonderful sound, he says. I'm not scared anymore, Diana agrees. Now I know coyotes are talking to each other. I just wish I were a better predator. I didn't even catch a fish. But you learned a thing or two. I did, that coyotes are friends of the forest and how to read animal poop. And we spent time together in the woods, Grandpa said. I'd call that a good day. Diana smiles. I would too. And here we have Grandpa and Diana eating their dinner. I think it's that can of stew that Grandma packed. So yeah, they're around the fire, listening to the coyotes howl. Coyote Pup's stomach still feels a little empty. He wishes he caught that mouse. But he and Auntie get close to their den. As he and Auntie get close to their den, he lifts his ears excited. His brothers and sisters are growling and tussling over their supper, a wild turkey their father brought home. While the pups eat, their mother and Auntie nuzzle one another, scenting all the places they went today. Coyote Pup and his brothers and sisters nuzzle each other too, sniffing mouse and turkey and blackberry. They are still learning to have clever noses and faster legs. One day they will hunt to feed pups of their own, taking their natural place among all the creatures on this mountain, keeping their wild home in balance. And here's at night. They're back in the den. You can see that the pups are playing with each other. And here's Auntie and Mother. They just come up and greet each other. They rub. Sometimes my dog Macy comes and rubs me too. She likes to let me know that she loves me. What do you think of this book? It's pretty special. In the back, there's facts about coyotes and how you can help them survive, and keeping balance in the wild world. I have 2 of these books, and I plan on giving them away for Christmas. Do you want one of these books to take home with you? Let your tante know. Until next time, I love you. This was a long one. I hope you have the patience to listen to the whole story. Take care. Bye-bye.